Here's an easy way to figure out how to know if you're doing zone 2 cardio. Right now, I'm on a treadmill at an incline of 12 and a speed of 3.5. If you called me on the phone, you'd know that I'm not just sitting on the couch, but it wouldn't sound like you just called me in the middle of a crazy trail run. Zone 2 is a little more difficult than if you were just taking a very slow walk, but it's not so difficult that you can't hold a conversation. So try this. Hop on a treadmill and set the speed to 2 miles an hour and a 5% incline. You're gonna start to walk and notice that it's pretty easy to breathe, but you're gonna hit a point where your breathing starts to pick up. At that moment is when you are probably entering the bottom range of your zone 2 heart rate. Every few minutes, I want you to say a 12-word sentence out loud that you have memorized. If you can say that sentence without taking a couple of breaths in between every few words, then you're probably still in your zone 2. But if you're breathing so heavily that you have to take a couple of deep breaths in between every few words, or if you were talking to somebody on the phone, they would be wondering what the hell you are doing, you're probably out of your zone 2. Find that sweet spot. It's a little bit more intense than a casual walk, so you may even break a sweat, but it's not so intense that you can't hold a conversation if you had to. This talk test is gonna give you a much more accurate reading of your zone 2 than your smartwatch or your phone, because that's just an algorithm playing around with numbers and giving you a generic range for your zone 2.